Hello everybody, this is a Lighthouse Hall of Fame film from the North American server Dark Ninja back in his T21, this time in Overlord. So he's continuing his recent trend of bringing us little seen maps in the Hall of Fame. I think this is the second time Overlord has placed a film in the Hall of Fame. There's one scout apiece and one artillery apiece. Good mix of other tanks, lots of heavies toward the top of the order of battle. We'll just see where he goes. Personally, I like going over and playing on the 9 and 0 line. People don't consider this a scout map, but if you scout a lot, chances are you like the map. There's a lot of room to move around, a lot of bushes and concealment, and I wish they made more maps like this, to where no matter what tank you are, you can find some part of this map where you're pretty good at working. This kind of map should be their goal all the time, with the exception of the beach. But they're simulating D-Day, so it makes sense to have the beach there. But no matter what tank you are, you can find an area on this map where you can kind of play your game. I think that makes for a good map. So he's just watching people deploy, looking to see if he can get any targets of opportunity until he decides where he wants to go, and now he's zeroing in on the CZ. Guy may die without ever returning fire. Artillery thinks he's in a good position, but not so. This is a bit of a non-standard battle because normally this section of the map has a lot of tanks in it, and right now a lot of people are playing over towards the middle and east. Yeah, look to your left, Loa. That makes sense. You're being shot from the right. He's on fire and dead. - 3-to-1 advantage on tanks. Huge positional advantage at the moment. Here comes a T95 sneaking in, making that stealth move up the ramp. Because he's fast and mobile and can get away with doing stuff like that. And this is like, you just thank God for moments like this. You get a T95 all to yourself. Just piles up 1,190 points of damage on this guy. Ouch. That could hurt. So now he's trying to get away from the 101. And down he goes. Oh no. Go slowly. This is a big drop coming up. Does minor track damage, but gets away. you have to go down a steep embankment like that, reverse your engines in the direction opposite the direction you're moving, and that helps slow you down. But once you break free of terrain, you're falling. So beware. 101 turned and went back to the north, so we should be able to approach here in fairly safe fashion. Uh-oh, get away. That OI can lift his gun up.
Permission to engage. Let's find another target. Penetration.
Gets another fire. Be careful.
Target unlocked.
Your permission to engage is going to become permission to explode.
Target acquired. Target unlocked.
You got a lot of people coming up behind you to help you out, so just be patient.
Enemy is hit. Ready to fire. Enemy armor is hit. Target released.
T-37 left.
Target acquired.
Oh man, the guy had 1 hit point, 9 hit points left, and he dies. He is cussing right now. Tried to get that last kill, and it killed him instead. Either way, he ends up 3,281 points of damage and 1 kill. 28 of 29 shooting, 97%, and 55 assisted damage. 3 spots, lost 6,766 credits. Didn't survive the fight, but got another Confederate medal and bruiser and fire for effect. So along with 2,160 XP, the medals add up to 2,190 battle score, and that puts him into 11th place in the T21 list. Like I said, this is a little bit of a non-standard play in Overlord here, because the majority of the fight took place right in here, whereas a lot of times you have your firefight right here, people clashing in the middle, and a lot of heavies and TDs brawling over in this area. But the battle didn't play out that way, and so he was able to stay over there and take advantage of it. Caught that T95 trying to come up on his own, and got 1,100 points of damage just from that tank alone. It's always cool when you catch a big tank by itself and you're in a position to where it has no chance of shooting back at you. Boosts your score up tremendously. Helps your team out tremendously, because you're taking one of the big threats out of the game with a scout, which is awesome. From there, at the end, did he get greedy? Who knows. He wanted that last 9 points of damage. Not really. He wanted the kill is what he wanted, and he didn't quite pull it off. He was being patient with the OI, letting his team come up and take that guy out so he didn't get killed. And I know he just didn't expect that T-37 to take him out on one shot, but it did. So he has to settle for simply being in the Hall of Fame and not having 2 kills. He only gets 1. I think he'll be pleased with those results. In the end, it didn't change his score a whole lot, but it did to some degree. So you got to take it as a personal choice there. You can be patient and let your team finish off the job, or you can go for it yourself and accept the risk that maybe you'll die. In this case, he piled up so much damage to begin with, didn't matter. Still in the Hall of Fame. So in the end, he's happy. From Overlord, happy hunting.